Hello, children. Now let us discuss with the next important organization of UNO, that is IBRD, which is being expanded as International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Children, this IBRD, it has been established in the year 1947, where the headquarters of this organization, it is at Washington DC, and the present president who is working the part of this organization is David Malpass. And this organization which is there, it has been aimed to ensure the economic progress after the Second World War, where any of the countries who has been affected due to the Second World War, to bring balance in economic conditions and trade conditions between them, this organization is presently working. And IBRD which is there, it is always helping to balance the trade into the world between different countries of the world. And even though it is also helping for the purpose of balance of payment as well. What is this balance of payment? It is a kind of statement of all the transactions which are being made between the different entities or the countries of the world. And this IBRD has two cooperative organizations which are working under it. The one important is known as IPA, and the second important is known as IFA. IPA is nothing but International Progressive Association, and IFA is nothing but International Financial Authority. Even though children, for the multiple choice question in the board examination, it will be asked as IBRD is also known as dash. Children, IBRD is also known as World Bank as well. And the next important agency which is there of this UNO, that is International Labour Organization. Children, this International Labour Organization, it has been founded in the year 1919, which has been founded under the League of Nations, which was the first and oldest specialized agency of UNO, where this organization is being headquartered at Geneva, which is there in Switzerland. And the head which is there of this organization is Guy Ryder. And children, this organization which is there, first of all, it is aimed for the development of laborers who are there from the whole world. And along with this, whenever any of a meeting which is being held or conducted by International Labour of Organization from every country, it sends two members or two representatives to this organization. And remember children, always this organization is working for the welfare or for the betterment of workers who are belonging to the world. And even though it will also assist to provide health facilities to the workers as well. And along with this, it is also providing the facility of minimum wages to every individual as well. Minimum wage is nothing but the some amount of wage which is being provided to every individual labor, but less than that, the wage which should not be provided to any of the individual, or the minimum amount of wage which should be provided to every labor who is belonging to the world. And along with this, remember children, it is also working to provide housing schemes or facilities to every individual labor who are the part of this ILO. Children, among 193 members who are the part of UNO, 187 members are presently the major representatives of this international labor organization. And the next important organization of UNO, that is known as WTO, or World Trade Organization. This World Trade Organization, it was being established on 1st of January 1995, where presently 164 member countries are the part of this organization, and the head of this organization is Roberto Azevedo. And already I have told you about GATT agreement. You know, children, all the member states, or 164 member states, they have agreed upon GATT. GATT, it is an agreement which has been made between the countries on tariff or on taxes, where this World Trade Organization is trying to convince all the countries to have international trade between themselves and to have a proper relationship, where this WTO will help them to reduce tariffs or taxes on the trade between the countries of the world. And you know, children, World Trade Organization is always trying to resolve the conflicts whatever are being arising between the countries by the way of trade and commerce or business. If there is a commerce or trade relationship between the countries, then definitely whatever kind of disputes or conflicts which are being arising between the countries, it can be solved in an easiest way as well. And the next topic of this chapter, or the last topic of this chapter, what we are going to learn, that is the regional cooperative organizations of United Nations of The first important regional cooperative organization is Commonwealth of Nations, and the second one is SAARC. Third important is European Union, and the fourth important is Asian Organization, and the last fifth one is Organization of African Unity. Let us learn it one by one. You know, children, the first important cooperative organization is Commonwealth of Nations, where this Commonwealth of Nations presently it is being headquartered at London, which is there in United Kingdom. And the total member states which are the part of this organization are 54, where the head of this organization is Queen Elizabeth II, where this organization which is there, it has been established in the year 1926. And this Commonwealth of Nations which is there, it has few particular aims or objectives. The first and foremost important aim is to uphold or support the values of democracy. What is the democracy? Democracy, it is a type of government that is by the people, for the people, and of the people. Where this Commonwealth of Nations is supporting for the democracy of each and every country. And the second important aim of this Commonwealth of Nations, that is protection of freedom of every individual who is belonging to their country. And the third important aim, that is poverty alleviation. Alleviation is nothing but removal, where presently it also aims at removal of poverty into the whole world. And the next important aim which is there, that is to secure peace into the world. And along with this, it is also aiding or helping for the development of sports, science, and art or skills as well. The next cooperative organization is SAARC organization. You know, children, this SAARC is being expanded as South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, where this SAARC organization has been established in the year 1985, and the headquarters of this organization is at Kathmandu, which is there in Nepal. And the present Secretary General of this organization is from Sri Lanka, that is Isala Ruwan Virakun. And there are totally 8 countries which are the part of SAARC organization. The one is Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and India. All these countries are the member states of SAARC organization. And children, the main important aim or objective which is there of this organization is to foster or care the mutual ties or relationship along with economic and cultural progress. Children, presently this organization is working to have mutual ties or relationship among all the 8 countries of the SAARC. Along with the proper relationship, it is also working for the economic and cultural progress of all the 8 members of SAARC organization. And the next important organization or the cooperative organization which is there of the world, that is known as European Union. Children, this European Union first of all, it has total 27 member states, where this organization, it was being founded on 1st of November 1992, and the headquarters which is there of this organization, it is at Maastricht city, which is there in Netherlands. And this organization which is there presently, it is providing a common thing for all the 27 countries of European Union. The one is common marketing price or rate, and the one more is currency and the common agriculture and trade policy for all the 27 countries of European Union. And even though, as I have told you, this European Union which is there, it is working for the common progress of all the 27 countries of the European Union. And the founders, whoever are there of this European Union, always they are striving for the peace and democracy of the whole world, not only of their own member countries, but of the peace of the whole world as well. But the member states of this organization have given away some of their sovereign powers to the union willingly. It means they doesn't occupy any of the other country of the world under their control, but their power they have given under the control of European Union. And the next important organization which is there, that is known as Asian organization. This Asian organization, it has been established in the year 1967, where the headquarters of this organization, it is at Jakarta, which is there in Indonesia. And children, this organization presently, it has 10 member states, where it is a non-military organization. It means it is not providing any kind of military support to any of the member countries. But India as is accommodative towards this organization, but it is not a member. It means India is providing support to this Asian organization but India is not a member among the 10 member or countries of Asian organization. Among 10 member organization, 5 founding members are playing a vital role among Asian organization. Those 5 are known as Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand. These are the 5 important member countries which are the part of Asian organization. And the main important aim or objective which is there of Asian organization is to foster the mutual trade cooperation along with social and economical relationship, achieving progress in the cultural, technical, technological, scientific, and administrative fields of the member. This organization which is there, first of all, it is aimed at having a mutual relationship between all the 10 countries by the way of proper trade between themselves. Along with this, it is also trying to aid or help them by the way of upliftment of social and economical relationship between themselves. With this, they are trying to achieve the progress by the way of having multiculturalization and by the way of development of technological and scientific aspects as well. And the last important organization which is there of this regional cooperation, that is known as Organization of African Unity. Children, this Organization of African Unity, it has been came into effect in the year 1963, where this Organization of African Unity has invited to the newly independent countries, and all the countries which has got independence, they have joined this Organization of African Unity in the beginning. And this organization is presently working for the purpose of establishing equality and freedom for each and every individual member who are the part of this organization. And children, this Organization of African Unity, presently it is being headquartered at Ethiopia. And this organization which is there, it has been the main important committee which is raising voice against the imperialism. What is imperialism? Already I have told you. Imperialism is nothing but one country which is trying to rule on another country for their own personal gains. Where along with this, presently it is also working or functioning against the new major problems like apartheid and many other problems as well. Already we have discussed about the problem of apartheid, which I have told you. Apartheid is also known as racial discrimination, where one race is trying to rule on another race. And along with this, it is also working presently for the removal of colonialism and imperialism problem as well, which we have discussed in the previous video. And this is the end of your chapter. Thank you everyone.